Hi, it's Kay here. I just wanted to share a little bit tonight about having good friends. Um, Throughout the journey of my memoirs, I speak a lot about my good friends who went with me to shop and that we stayed together and we made a pact that we would be friends. And we all graduated. We all went to each other's homes and did our homework and helped each other to get our grades in on time so we could graduate. So I wanted to just thank a lot of my friends from school, like Angie and Karen and Jennifer and Trish. It was just so many of us having a good time. We weren't bad kids, we were just curious. So sometimes when you're in a situation and you don't really want to talk about the situation you're in, your friends will understand. They will know, okay, that's we won't go any further with her. And that's the way they handled the situation because at that time I I didn't want to believe that my family was actually like monstrous. Who wants to think about something like that? And I kept saying, oh, it'll be okay. We're going to work it out. God's going to help us. And it's good to be enthusiastic, but if you're the only person being enthusiastic, like that won't work. So I knew my home situation and the level of hatred and animosity running through our family. We put on a good show for the neighbors and for whomever, but in actuality, we were never more divided, and it's still that way today. Our grandchildren and my mother's great grandchildren, they'll never have solidarity because solidarity wasn't brought up in our house. We weren't taught to stay together, stay close. If we wanted to get together, all five of my sisters, it was a problem because my mom felt like we shouldn't do that without her. And even at an older age now, the disconnect is so severe at this point. So you can only do what you can do. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So I just thought about my friends today and a few other people, male and female, and how we just had a good time. And we were like brats. But we were good brats. We weren't doing anything to hurt anybody or bully anybody. We weren't doing that. We were just having fun, laughing, and just hanging out together. And I always treasured that because I never had that coming up. So I'm encouraged and I feel much better than I was feeling last week. And I'm excited. There are some awesome things going on. There are some speaking engagements coming up, and I'm looking very, very forward to those speaking engagements. I'm going to get there, and I'm going to do it. I took effective speaking in in college, and I did very well. So I have no problem, like, talking to people and coming before people. So we're closer to the 30 days than not. And I'm going to miss doing this. But don't worry, I'll be back with the next series. So I'm excited to see and know that my desires of my heart, they're actually coming true, y'all. They're actually coming true in real time. And I think that's exciting. I think it's very exciting when I was at home and trying to learn, and I was discouraged and called all kinds of names because I was reading and doing my assignments that my teacher had me to do. I was really mistreated for that, but I didn't understand until I graduated that my mom, she couldn't read or write. So that's why all this hatred came about. I wasn't willing to not do my homework and fail out of school, drop out of school. I just wasn't willing to do that. Something I always wanted to do was go to school to study law. And I knew it from the days that I spent in that hospital. And people would say, Katrina, what do you want to do when you grow up? I said, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be able to help kids like me and give back everything that I've received, even in this bad situation. There were some awesome people who sowed into my life. And thank God I never became bitter. I didn't want to be angry. I didn't want to treat people the way I have been treated. I want to treat you better. So when you're in my presence, it's all about you. It's all about just coming together and loving on a person and building their strengths and not their weaknesses. I learned that just recently in my Rise classes, business classes in Doylestown. I learned so much. And if we each would just look at each other and find out, say, you're good at this and you're good at that, and we're going to get behind you and we're going to support you. That's a beautiful thing. Because if you have to work, you should be working at something you love. I love to write. And I'm happier than I've ever been. So I'm going to sign off for now. And I will see you soon. God bless.